Hey there everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Pubo Rama, and in today's video we're going to be talking about every single business and ranking them in how good they are. We have the best, which is obviously not only the best money earners, but the easiest and most enjoyable. For example, the Acid Lab might not be the best in terms of monetary income, but because it's so easy to use, the sale missions are incredibly simple, and it's a single vehicle always, then it obviously makes it a lot better than a business like the weed property, which might actually have more income per hour. So that is as simple as it gets. As always, these videos take a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of knowledge to make. So if you enjoy content like this and you learned a thing or two, make sure to smash that subscribe button down below, and, well, let's get straight into it. Starting off, indeed, we do have the Acid Lab. And this is going to go straight into the best category just immediately. The Acid Lab is incredible for many different reasons. First of all, as I just said, it can never be raided. It is a single vehicle sale mission. Those two things alone are great. But it gets even better. When you call Mutt, you are able to resupply the business, so you don't even have to step a foot inside of the Acid Lab. But it's also not a physical location. You can simply go into your interaction menu, request the Acid Lab, and it'll spawn wherever you are. And upon going inside of it, once every 24 hours, you are able to boost your Acid Lab production, doubling the amount of passive income you make for 48 minutes. So it goes from like $70,000 to $140,000. That is crazy. When you pair all of that with the fact that it's super easy to sell in a public lobby, I am easily placing the Acid Lab in one of the best categories in the game. It's also free. All you need to do is the first dose missions for Dax. Get your hands on the property, or should I say vehicle, if you have not already done so. Next, we have the agency, and once again, this goes right up at the best category. First of all, the agency was just massively buffed in the latest update of the game. Rockstar removed the cutscenes, so you can completely skip them. You have to do a playthrough, but after that, you're able to skip all of the cutscenes, which means that you're saving probably 10 minutes of time in total from what it previously would have taken. In fact, just yesterday, I recorded a video on the entire VIP contract, and I was able to earn $1 million in about an hour and 3 minutes. So yeah, it's insane how much money you're able to earn with the agency. When you pair that with the fact you have a passive income safe that earns $20,000 every 48 minutes as long as you complete 200 security contracts. You have security contracts themselves, which pay a lot of money, and you have the ability to do payphone hits. I mean, just money-wise alone, the agency is crazy. That's without even talking about you get a free helicopter, you have the ability to fast travel with the SUV service, and you have a 20-car garage. I mean, it's crazy. And you have a Monty Tech. Like, what else do you need? The agency is probably the best purchase in the game for a beginner. Every single player needs to get their hands on one. The apartment is specifically referring to the apartment heists, the Fleeka job, Prison Break, we have the Series A funding, we have all of those heists, the Pacific Standard. And I'm going to put the apartment heists into don't bother. I'm going to be real, they're just not worth your time. While I don't hate the apartment heists, and I do think they are really fun if you're a new player and you want to find some friends, the problem is they just don't pay enough. They really don't. I mean, most of them pay with 4 people like $200,000 to $300,000. And the fact that I can do a simple garment factory weekly mission in the same pay scale just doesn't really make sense. Rockstar really needs to mega boost the amount of money you make for the apartment heists if they actually want people to partake in them, especially because you can do the Dr. Dre VIP contract solo, you can do the Cayo Perico heist solo, and even with 2 people you can do the facility heists and the Diamond Casino. So I just don't really see a reason to do the apartment heist. That's why it's going to be in the don't bother category. The arcade is going to go into solid. Previously, I probably would have put the arcade in the best because you're able to do the Diamond Casino heist. But at the end of the day, it's just not the best way to earn money. Yeah, sure, it's great, don't get me wrong. If you have 2 people, you can earn close to $1 million divided amongst you two. But that's if you have the best take, which is either diamonds or paintings. Most of the time, you're getting a pretty average haul, which means you're looking at around $800,000 to $700,000 split between 2 people. Problem is, you can also do that with the Cayo Perico heist. And the Cayo Perico heist is faster to set up, it's easier to set up, and it earns the same payout. So at the end of the day, while I do think this is really good, I think the Kayaprinko heist kind of just outshines it in 90% of categories. So I'm going to put this in solid. And the funny part is that the Kayaprinko heist only has a 48-minute cooldown if you do it with 2 people. So there's not even really a downside. So yeah, we're gonna put the arcade in solid. It also requires 2 people. The arena, I don't even know if I consider this a business, but we're gonna put it into don't bother. The only way to earn money with the arena is specifically arena war missions. And that's it. You need a bunch of other players to actually make the missions exciting, and because of that, it's just not fun. It's just like racing, right? You can start up a race, but because you're never going to really find somebody to join the race, you're not really going to have a lot of fun. So I don't recommend to do the arena missions. If you want to buy the arena to get the vehicles, yeah, it's a great property. But in terms of earning income, it's nothing special. The auto shop, however, this one's pretty good. I'm going to put the auto shop into solid, honestly. The reason why is, first of all, you have the Union Depository Contract. This earns you over $300,000 and only takes 15 to 20-ish minutes to complete. And every now and then, Rockstar gives you ×2 to ×3 money on the auto shop, which is insane. Not only that, but you have the ability to purchase removed vehicles, which is really nice. And you have super simple sale missions, which allow you to deliver vehicles to customers, and they pay pretty good money. In general, the auto shop is a great property just in that category. But then you have to add the fact that every single purchase in the auto shop is 5% discounted, making it a great purchase to save money over time. And it unlocks every single purchase for you, whether you're level 1 or 50. For example, when you're a brand new player, you don't have the ability to get full armor upgrades. You don't have the ability to get full engine tunes. But in the auto shop, you do. This is huge. Putting bulletproof tires on your cars at a super low level is insane. So you definitely want to take advantage of that. It's definitely one of the better businesses in the game, so we're going to put it in solid. The bunker, we're going to put the bunker in decent. It does have some good strengths, but at the end of the day, I think there's a lot of properties which are just kind of better than the bunker. First of all, while the bunker does have good passive income, that's it. There's nothing else. It has one of the most annoying research systems in the game. You basically spend most of your time trying to research the ability to get explosive rounds and everything else. And yes, I guess you could count the bunker as giving you the explosive rounds, which is an important purchase, but I don't know. You know what? Fine. I'm going to put the bunker into solid, just because of the fact it has explosive rounds. Those are such an important thing to get your hands on, so I'll move it up to solid. The passive income is fine. It's nothing crazy. It's definitely not comparable to the Acid Lab, because you can't ever get raided with the Acid Lab. It's a single vehicle sale mission, but I do consider the bunker to still be a pretty solid business, so we'll leave it there. Next up, we have Cash, and Rockstar just buffed Cash. I'm going to put it in decent. And same for the Coke. And same for, where's the final one? The weed. These 3 businesses are all going into decent. In the latest update of the game, Rockstar buffed counterfeit cash and they buffed weed. Basically, 35% bonus to all their sale missions as long as you own Smoke on the Water and the car wash. That is insane when you think about it. I mean, the amount of money you're able to make extra now is crazy. I would have previously put weed into probably don't bother. I want to put cash maybe into don't bother or average. This actually boosts them up into a category where I consider doing sale missions now. I'm still not going to, you know, want to do the sale missions, but the fact that, first of all, Rockstar removed the post-op van, but then boosted their income, does make it just that little bit more enticing. So it's really down to you. Would I recommend to spend time doing these businesses? If you have friends, yeah, it's great. If you're solo, 50-50. You're still taking 20-ish, 30 minutes to do these sale missions. You can still get Trash Masters. You can still get the Dodos, which take forever. And because that can be a pain, you can't really sell in public lobbies because of that solo. So you're really only selling invite only. It's not awful, but I still wouldn't say to go out and throw all of your money at the business. The main reason you want to get your hands on the Coke and the cash is because you are able to then turn that into passive income inside of the nightclub. So, not bad properties to buy, but I still am on the fence of whether I would say go out and grind them or not. Next, we have CEO crates, and CEO crates are going to go into solid. The reason why is because you have passive income. You are able to walk up to Lupe's assistants, pay them $7,500, and then in 48 minutes, they're going to come back with crates 1 through 3. That's really nice. I've been able to fill on my Broke to Millions account my entire special cargo warehouses, which I sold when Rockstar had times 4 money on, or no, it was times 2 money on them just a couple weeks ago. And I was able to fill the entire warehouse just by having that passive income over a couple of months. And that's great. I literally made like 30, 40 million dollars just from filling them in the background. And because of that, it's really nice, especially if you do get that double money weekend. So that part of the crate business is great. If you're grinding crates yourself, I wouldn't recommend to do it. If you're actually grinding crates yourself, it's going to go into average. It's not a great way to earn money. Like, you're paying money to source the crates. The crates themselves don't earn that much. A full sale mission in a solo invite-only lobby is earning you about 1.6 million because you have to pay 666,000 to fill the warehouse. So that's it. 1.6 million for like 7 hours of work. That is not good. It's just not good. Maybe, actually, it might not be 7 hours. Even if it's like 3 hours, you're still not earning that much. You really aren't. There's a lot of better ways to earn money. So I wouldn't recommend to actively grind crates, but definitely do it passive. The document forgery office is the worst business in the game, right up there next to the bail office. So don't waste your time on it at all. In fact, we'll throw the bail office down in the don't bother category either. I know that there's some people which try to say, oh, I like the daily bail office objective, which earns me $100,000 for 10, 15 minutes of work. But at the end of the day, you can earn $100,000 a lot easier. Go do a quick vehicle cargo sale mission in a public lobby. You'll make 130 grand. It'll be quicker. It'll be easier. And you don't have to wait an entire day. So I just don't see any reason to buy the bail office. And because of that, it's going to go in the don't bother category. The facility is allowing you to do the Doomsday Heist. And I'm going to put this into average. The Doomsday Heist has one thing that is really good. And that is the fact that you have the Bogdan replay glitch. I know a lot of freaking goobers out there are going to be like, oh my god, how come you didn't put it into the best? Because that's not a legitimate way to earn money. It's not. You're cheating. You're abusing the game. I don't count that as an actual way to grind money. Rockstar did not intend it for the business, therefore I don't consider it to be part of the business. If you want to take advantage of that, there's plenty of guys out there. But if we're actually referring to the income that you can make with friends, not cheesing this business, it's pretty average. I mean, it's better than the apartment heists, but when you compare it to the Diamond Casino heist or the Cayo Perico, it's just not anywhere close. It's not bad. But even with the boosted payouts, it's just a lot of time, a lot of grinding, a lot of setups for pretty payouts. So that's what I'll say. The hangar, honestly, I'm surprised myself. But yeah, the hangar's going into the best category for many reasons. First of all, Rockstar just gave the hangar a 10% boost, and that is really the major thing that pushed it over the edge for me. The hangar was already pretty good because you're able to skip the cooldown if you quit to main menu, go into story mode, and then go back into an invite-only lobby. And that's huge, right? Being able to completely skip the cooldown massively boosts your income because now you can source one type of crate over and over and over. But when you pair that with the fact that the hangar is also now at a 10% boost, and you are able to sell in public lobbies with single vehicle sale missions, plus the fact you can never get raided, basically means that you're earning $4.2 million every time you sell the hangar in a full public lobby. $4.2 million. Now, judging that it takes me a little bit less than 4 hours to fill my entire hangar, what that means is that I'm legitimately making over $1 million an hour with the hangar. That is equivalent to the Dr. Dre VIP contract in terms of income. It's not very exciting, but just the fact that you can earn that much still places the hangar up there, especially because you can buy vehicles and store them in there and everything else. Yeah, the hangar is actually really good now, so something to keep in mind. Plus, even if you don't want to grind it, you can still use Rooster for passive income, which is actually still pretty sweet. Next, we have the Kosatka. I don't even think I need to say much. It's the Cayo Perico heist. It's the best way to earn money in the game in the amount of time that you can earn that money. It takes 40-ish minutes for me to earn 1 million to 1.2 million. I mean, nothing else competes. It doesn't matter if you're in the agency. It doesn't matter what other business it is. You will not beat the Cayo Perico heist. It is simply the best way to earn money. And if you swap to your second character, you can do it again with no cooldown. So you can basically earn $2.4 million in about an hour and a half. Nothing comes close to that. So Cayo Perico heist will still be the undisputed GOAT of income. Next, we have the Meth Lab, and this goes into average. I really don't like the Meth Lab. It takes forever to finish earning income. It constantly gets raided for some reason. I feel like Rockstar gave that business a higher raid level, because I swear it always gets raided for me. And yeah, I just don't like it, so I wouldn't recommend to mess around with it. Apart from purchasing it for the nightclub, I will add that. Speaking of the nightclub, boom, goes right up to the top. The nightclub is still one of the best properties in the game for so many different areas. First of all, it has a 30-car garage and super cheap garage spacing when you actually price it out. It has the ability to earn passive income just from keeping the popularity up, $50,000 every 48 minutes, and then you also have passive income for just having other businesses, which earns you an additional like $70,000 every 48 minutes. So you have great passive income on both areas, one of which you never even have to lift a finger. And if you sell that in a public lobby, you can make even more money. It's always a single vehicle sale mission. You also have weaponized vehicles like the Vapid Speedo Custom, which you can get access to at level 1, which kind of defeats bunker research for the weaponized Tampa. It's just an insane business. It really is. The nightclub is truly a gem, and you want to get your hands on it. Penthouse, we're going to put this into average. The Penthouse is nice because with the Miss Baker storyline, you can basically get your hands on a free armored car, the Paragon Armored. Unfortunately, after you've purchased the property and you've made your way through the Baker storyline missions once, there's no reason to do them again because you've already gotten all the rewards. So it's going to go into average. That's as far as I'm willing to go. Vehicle cargo has gotten buffed. It now earns $130,000 because you can get a high demand bonus in public lobbies. But apart from that, it's nothing special. I'm going to put vehicle cargo into decent. It's a fun business. It's one that can earn a little bit of income, but I still don't think it's anything crazy. Now we have the 3 latest properties which have been added into the game. We have the Garment Factory, we have the Salvage Yard, and the newest property, which is the Car Wash and its subsequent properties. So let's start off with the Chop Shop. This easily goes into the best category. A lot of people might be surprised. You're probably like, how the heck, why the heck are you putting it so far up? But it's really simple. First of all, Salvage Yard has the ability to just earn so much passive income. $24,000 every 48 minutes as long as you spend 10 minutes, not even, probably like 8 minutes, using tow trucks to go and steal vehicles. Not only that, but when those vehicles get dismantled, they earn you $35,000 each. So you're making $70,000 in 48 minutes there, plus another $24,000 of passive income from just overall. So basically, you're making about $100,000 every 48 minutes. That's crazy income. Every 48 minutes, $100,000 as long as you simply salvage 2 vehicles. That's it. Not only do you have that income, but every now and then, Rockstar gives you the ability to steal a car and keep it. Even if we haven't had a vehicle that's been able to keep for like 3 months now, one car is worth like $2 million they let you keep. And the business itself is like $5 million. So one car, and you've basically paid for like 30% of the property. That's crazy. I love the bail office, or not the bail office, sorry. Don't clip me, chat. I love the Salvage Yard. It's always going to be a great property. Next, we have the Garment Factory, which is a super, super good beginner property. And because of that, it's a really, really good one to get your hands on. Also, I just realized we'll have to add the McKenzie hangar and the Clucking Bell farm raid. I completely forgot about those two. So I'll add those as well. But this here, Garment Factory, we're going to put this into solid. It's definitely not the best. It has good income. You can earn like $600,000 every hour just by doing the Garment Factory missions. Plus, once a week, you have the ability to earn like $350,000 doing the special priority job. All of that is really nice, super simple. You have passive income at the Garment Factory. It's pretty useless passive income. It's like $1,300 to $1,700 every 48 minutes, but it is still free income, which you don't ever have to lift a finger. So that is nice as well. It comes with a 10-car garage, and the most important part of the Garment Factory is the fact that you are able to keep the terminal command sensor in your terabyte with the FIB Bureau upgrades. That is what's crazy. And because of that, I easily put the Garment Factory into solid. Actually, no, I'm going to put it into the best. The terabyte getting those upgrades really just elevates the Garment Factory so far up. So we're going to put it into the best. We have the Car Wash, which is the latest property added into the game, and this is probably the one people are most interested in seeing. I'm going to put the Car Wash into solid. Nah, the best. I know that there's a lot of people out there which are probably thinking, how the heck can you possibly put the Car Wash up there? It's the most boring DLC ever. Let me explain. First of all, purchasing these properties give you huge income in other areas. As I said, owning the car wash gives you 35% income in the counterfeit cash. Owning Smoke on the Water gives you 35% more income in the weed business. And owning Higgins Helicopter Tours gives you a 10% bonus to the hangar. The only reason the hangar is in the best is because of the car wash. So the business itself indirectly makes something else the best. Therefore, I still consider this a must-have property. And then there's the passive income. If you own all of these other businesses in the game, you will earn passive income inside of your car wash. $28,000 every 48 minutes. And all you have to do is once every few hours, lower the heat level. That's it. You don't have to lift a finger, and you're earning $30K every 48 minutes. That is insane levels of income, and it is one of the best businesses in the game because of that. So you definitely want to get your hands on the car wash and its other properties. It's not even that expensive either. So yeah, absolute dub. Get your hands on those properties. All right, now we got the Clucking Bell farm raid. I know that people always disagree with me, but I still consider this to be a business. It's still a great way to earn money, and we're still putting it into today's video. I'm going to put the Clucking Bell farm raid in solid. It's not the highest income. It's $500,000 for about 40 minutes of work. But what's nice about it is that you can do it as a level 1. You don't need to purchase any property. You don't need to do anything. All you have to make sure is that you drive over to the Vincent logo and you're able to start up the missions. That is so nice. It's so incredibly nice. So I can never really say anything bad about this business. I mean, if it had terrible income, then yeah, sure. But it doesn't. $500,000 for 40-ish minutes of work is really good. And I actually think it's on par with any of these other properties here. And then that finishes off with the McKenzie Field hangar, which is going to go into, yeah, we're going to put it in the best, honestly. The McKenzie Field hangar is a little bit worse than the, I would say, Dr. Dre VIP contract. It used to be a little better, but now that Rockstar removed the cutscenes, I would say it's a teeny bit worse, but it's still very close. The property itself is only $1.5 million, which is dirt cheap. And when you pair the property price with the fact that you're making $750,000 for like a 45 to 50 minute mission is great. It really is. They're pretty fun. There's no cutscenes you have to deal with apart from the finale, which I think you can skip now. And when you add all of that with the fact that you also have extra storage for your hangar and you can insta-spawn helicopters and planes, it's actually really nice. So yeah, the McKenzie Field hangar is a super solid property to get your hands on, and especially for the price tag, it is by far one of the best beginner buys in the game. If you're a beginner, start off with the Clucking Bell farm raid, save up until you get the McKenzie Field hangar, and then you can use the McKenzie Field hangar to get your hands on either an agency or a Kosatka, and then you can get all the other properties in the game. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Let me know if you agree or disagree with my rankings, and just like that, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!